Hello everybody, this is Deidre with Paper Crafts and Planners. I decided to give the Spellbinders card kit of the month another try. I quit doing it, I want to say 2019, maybe early 2020, because they just weren't getting the product to us. And this was not a COVID issue, they just were not getting the product to us. They were saying they were having all sorts of issues, I don't know what they were. But so the influencers were getting the boxes, prior to the first day of the month. So they're showing you everything that's in it. They're giving their links and everything. As an affiliate, I couldn't sell the product because by the time I got the product, there were like 2, 3 days left in the month. Do a video edit, I could not. I mean, my links were kind of useless if you wanted the same kit I'd been using. If you wanted to just sign up and subscribe, that's fine. I had one person do that, I think, the whole time I was doing. Just sign up and subscribe for the kit of the month. And I used to get all of them. I used to get like the whole shebang. But anyway, so this is their little idea sheet for the die. And I think it's an adorable die with these little birds. So cute. The kit is called Love Grows Here. And they've got all their social media so you can go and find inspiration. But they have a die kit. They have a stamp. They have all of these things. Okay, so let's kind of just go through. This is the double-sided paper. At least it used to be double-sided. We'll see. And I think there are 24 sheets. No, they're not. They're singles. Maybe they were singles. Huh. I thought they were double. There's 2 of each sheet, so you can make duplicates of the cards. I really do. That is beautiful. These are thinner sheets. Though they don't feel as thin as they used to be. They used to feel like wrapping paper before. They feel a little bit thicker, actually. I love all those birdhouses and flowers. These are really cute. I don't know what that's... Oh, it's very faint. It says grateful. Okay. Just the best. Yes, you thinking of you. Yeah, it's just a bunch of words over and over, but it's so tone on tone. Honestly, I can barely see it. And here's another floral. There's 2 of those. And here's a very light check. I don't know if you could see it. 2 of those. I mean, these are very pretty colors. They're very muted shades. They're very beautiful. Oh, little hearts. That's cute. It's kind of an ombre effect or a watercolor effect. And the hearts are a gold foil. And then we've got some little X's. Some more birds. And a little tone on tone, almost like a crosshatch pattern of green, light green. We've got some keys. Are there hearts and keys? Oh yeah, keys, locks, and hearts. Yeah, the hearts are locks. And some more flowers. Is there more than one of that? There's 3 of that one. I don't know why, but there's 3 of this page. That's pretty too. They're all very pretty. So I might have 25 sheets. This looks kind of like a wood grain. It's pretty. And this is Bicycle Built for 2. And they're riding the bicycles. And there's another check. And it's kind of like a pinkish lavender color. And here's a lavender with some white. Those are actually tiny, tiny hearts. And these are squares with hearts. They're kind of like an orangey color. And this is pretty watercolor looking hearts. Rows of them. That's very pretty. Okay, there you go. That is a 6x6 sheet. There are 8 card bases and 8 envelopes. They are A2 size. Oh, this I purchased separately. Excuse me, I'm sick this week. Pardon me. Okay. So this, I just thought it was on sale. They had a bunch of Christmas sales, and this is what it does. So I'll put it away with my, I don't know, it says Be My Tweetheart. This actually looks like Valentines. I may use it with Valentines and just not use the poinsettias. That would be cute. Okay, that's cute. Anyway, this is advertising. New clubs are coming soon. Okay, Merry Member Appreciation. So they did give you a free gift. What I received was this tape runner. And the reason I'm cracking up about this Easy Glide tape runner is there used to be a company called Fun Stamper's Journey. Some of you may know this. It was sort of sold to Spellbinders by the owner, and then Spellbinders for a couple years pretended they were going to keep it up. I don't know what their thoughts were, but they certainly got a lot of money out of the people that were affiliated with the company, me included, and then they closed it and just said, oh, we're just going to be Spellbinders now. They apparently have a warehouse full of Fun Stampers Journey stuff that they're giving away for free. Anyway, okay, here's the die. It's all the little birds and the branch and the flowers. And there are some frames. I mean, this is a cute, cute kit. I'm really looking forward to making some stuff with it. I'm not complaining about the quality of the kits. Never have. It's just the service that I sometimes was frustrated by. These are cute. These little heart shape ovals. That says beautiful. Oh, that's so cute. And these look like little film strip size. Smile. This almost seems like it needs to go in a scrapbook. I don't generally put chipboard on a card, but we'll see. Okay, here is the stamp set. See if I can get it without too much of a glare. There are these beautiful birds. I do not know if they line up with the dies. I will find out. I don't think they will. The best times are with you. Some hearts, a little heart lock, and a key. Love, always sending my... Okay, always sending my love, love and hugs, so it can go with either of those. This one says, no one makes me smile like you do. Here's a you so much, so love you so much. You're a whole lot of lovely, yes you. It's always better when we are together. And some musical notes. Life is a beautiful thing with you in it, and you make my heart sing. So I'm curious how this one that's so tiny on a clear acrylic stamp like this, how that will stamp. So we're going to try them out and use them all, and we'll see how they do. That's the other thing about Fun Stampers Journey. They had all the red rubber stamps, and those, so Spellbinders quit doing those. I think they're more expensive to manufacture. They're harder to find a place to manufacture, and so they kind of gave that up, went by the wayside. Okay, let's get all of these out. They always have so many die cuts. I don't know how many are in here, but it is always a ton. And so you can make a lot of cards. And there will be duplicates if I remember right. Here's some leaves. Oh, look at that big floral. I mean, this is just pretty, right? A birdhouse. A basket with some flowers, some hearts. So we're going to play with all of this. I feel like I'm going to make a lot of Valentine's cards. So I gave 50 Christmas cards to a nursing home. And I'll need to make at least 50 Valentine's cards. So this may be the kit I use to do that. We shall see how that goes. But oh, look at that butterfly. That is beautiful. I love all of these hearts. Are so cute. I used another kit. I'll link to it below to make the 50. These pop out. Those little squares cut into film reel. Anyway, so you could show, I guess, the paper behind it if you wanted to. Oh, that's pretty. Anyway, I'll link the video of how I made 50 Christmas cards with one little kit from Club EP, the November Club EP kit. I think these are all duplicates. There's like 2 of each cutout, which is really nice. So you could do so much with this, but look at all of this, all the different birdhouse shapes, all the different florals, tiny florals, big florals. That one says letters. Isn't that cute? I mean, these are just adorable. Okay, so let's just set these aside. I love the clouds, too, to go behind the birds. This isn't a kit that you can, normally kits like this that you can make the same card, you know, a lot of the same card. You generally are making maybe 2 that look alike and a bunch of different ones, a bunch of different patterns. Okay, so these are they puffy stickers or chipboard? They seem chipboard. It says, real life, important, remember. Swag there. No beauty shines brighter than that of a good heart. Butterfly, you make my heart sing. You are loved. All these different love, smile, sweet, XO, life. And then on the back there are some more. So there are quite a few of these chipboard pieces. And they feel like thinner chipboard. I don't know if they have adhesive on the back. I'm guessing because they're stuck to the sheet. Here are puffy stickers, which I never know what to do with puffy stickers. They are not my favorite, but maybe I'll try to use a few, like a happy anniversary. That would be cute. Happiness will follow you. I've just never been much to use puffy stickers on cards, but we'll see. There is always some dimensional adhesive, a small roll of double-sided tape, and then some sort of sequins or bling. And this looks like a peachy color. It's pretty. Okay, and then you're going to receive 8 pieces of cardstock. One of them is usually a metallic. So you've got a gold. Let's see if I can get these spread out. 2 different blues, a light and a dark. And I'm so glad they're not using their 110-pound cardstock for these because it's just too hard to work with. This feels more like maybe an 80. Feels heavier than a 65. You've got a brown, a white, a pink, a light pink, a green. Oh, there's a yellow, a green, a light blue, a dark blue, and then double-sided shiny gold, mirrored gold. So that is quite a bit of stuff to do something with. I may do exactly what I did with that kit that I tried to make 50 out of. First thing I will do, of course, is to go through the stamp set, stamp them all off until I feel like they're stamping nicely. So get that coating off that comes with these clear acrylic stamps, and just wait till I get them stamped nicely before I start using them. And then I'm going to plan out some of my cards, kind of come up with maybe some templates or something to get as many done as I can. So obviously I need 50. There are 8 card bases, so I'm going to have to get some more card bases. I don't know if I'll make any colored ones, and obviously some more envelopes and card bases made up. But hopefully from the paper I have, I can make the card fronts and design the cards for 50 cards. Maybe we'll do some mini slimlines for Valentine's. I think that would be really cute. I could do a lot of layering with mini slimlines with these die cut pieces and with the dies. I think that would be really cute. That might be the way to go. Okay, everybody, I'm going to get everything set up and come back and show you what I'm doing. As I was working on putting together and seeing what kind of a template or whatever I wanted to use to get a bunch of mini slimlines done at once, I came across Call Me Crafty Owl's excuse me, sheet load for this month. And it is a mini slimline design, which is exactly what I wanted to do for these cards. And it is really cute. Now, this isn't exactly what she did with hers, of course, because I've got all this ephemera to work with. And I think hers has a circle and you put the sentiment in the front. But what I've done is cut a bunch of white panels that are 3x6. I'm going to use my Misty to stamp a Happy Valentine's Day. As far as the stamp set goes, it's very odd because there's no Happy Valentine's Day, of course. I think I showed it to you. And there's a lot of sentiments that say you're a whole lot of lovely. It's always better when we are together. Well, those just don't seem appropriate for me to donate to the nursing home. But I will probably use these hearts, maybe the little musical notes, maybe the key and the heart. Anyway, I will use some of these things, but none of these sentiments. I'll go ahead and stamp them off though, so you can see how they did, and if I was able to get a really good clear image with them. Even the best of times are with you. Anyway, I don't like any of these sentiments for Valentine's Day cards. So I'll go through my stash and find a nice Happy Valentine's Day, and then use some of the other stamps. And maybe any extra pieces I have left, scrap pieces. So what I was able to do with her template was cut enough for 36 cards. So what it is she's got, let me show you one of these. So she uses a 12x12 sheet, but I'm going to use these 6x6s, right? So the first 6x6 I cut cut in half. So 2 3x6 pieces, which make this back panel here. Then the front panel and this little strip that goes across, and I'll show you that because we're going to do a card together. The front panel, I need per card a 2x5 inch piece. So I cut it at 5 inch like this. So I made sure the orientation was right. So I cut 2 2x5 inch pieces, and then from the bottom I cut 2 1x3s. So each for 2 6x6s will make 2 cards. But you need 2 to make the cards, because of how it works. You need well, you could obviously okay, so you could do a 3x6, then you could cut a 2x5, and then get a 1x3 down here. Yeah, you could do it from one sheet if you wanted to. but you need to mix and match. So I took 2 sheets and did each with the 2 sheets. Okay, so let me show you. This one I've already laid out, and I just kind of did some layering. I put a few puffy hearts. I think it turned out really cute. I used the ephemera and some puffy hearts. So let me set this one aside. So for this one, I had a lavender card base. I just went to my stash and found solid cardstock that I thought would work. The nice thing about this template is when you make a mini slimline card base, you have a lot of an 8.5 by 11 that seems like waste unless you have a plan for it. So the nice thing about this is I needed the card base, which starts off being 6.5 by 6 1/4, right? So when you score it in the middle at 3 1/4, you get 3 1/4 by 6 1/4 card base, right? Then you also need a piece that is 2 1/4 by 5 1/4 so that it can frame this 2 by 5 piece. And then you need a piece that is 1 1/4 by 3 so it can frame this piece like this. And obviously I have scraps still left over from that 8.5 by 11 piece of paper, but we'll see. I'll come up with something to do. I actually thought about for these other cards, maybe punching out some circles or scallop circles or something to use. So let's lay this first piece down. And again, if I didn't say before, I will link to Call Me Crafty Al's channel. Alicia's her name, and her sheet load of cards, because if you've never seen them, they're brilliant. She does one every month. I'm just going to kind of even this out as best I can without putting my head right in the middle, which I don't want to do. Okay, that looks pretty good. Then we'll put these pieces together, and we'll have to decide what we're going to layer on here. We have so much ephemera to choose from. And if you want to do 2 exactly the same, that works out. Oh, got an extra piece there. That works out nicely too, because the ephemera, you know, there are 2 of each piece. Oh, and I put the glue on this piece that was stuck to the back of that one. Okay, let's try to get that as even as possible. That looks good. We'll put it down. And again, we're just going to kind of center that. This lavender, I was surprised, ended up working with a lot of the colors in here. Okay. This paper is thin, so you don't put a whole lot of adhesive. Okay, this paper is a little bit longer. I must have cut it just a little bit longer. So let me get my scissors and trim it off. There we go. We'll put this around approximately in the middle, though I kind of like it a little off balance, a little lower. There we go. All right, so let's pick. We've got some of these. We've got that. I kind of like this, the bicycle. Isn't that cute? But maybe do we want some flowers behind? I don't know. I don't want to get too crazy with this, right? Yes, I do. Absolutely do want to get too crazy with it. But there are a lot of patterns going on in this particular one. But I kind of like that. The flower, and then, or maybe I should use a bird, because there is a bird. There are birds on this paper. That bird blends in too much. Maybe that. Maybe some feathers. See, this is what's going to take me the longest. I do like the cloud. I think there's some other color. Oh, here's a cuter cloud for this. Look at that with the cloud. There are also, okay, what do you think about that? Or that. Maybe we put the cloud over here. I'm not sure about that birdhouse. Or the feather with it. Maybe it's the feather I don't like. What do you think? So, but I think you get the idea. We're just going to layer some stuff. Where's that little birdie? Maybe he wants to be up on that cloud. And maybe I don't want a whole lot on this one down here. So I've got the bird on the cloud. Maybe I'll just put, I mean, they don't have to look the same, right? Just put a couple of hearts. right here. And then put the bird in the cloud up there. I don't know, I think that's kind of cute. Did we have any more puffy hearts that I used? Let's see, what did I do with the puffies? I don't know. They're here. Probably right in front of my face. Ah, here we go. I mean, that's cute. Look at that. Let's see what we've got here. Okay, I think I'm going to use one of these hearts. We need to use everything up, right? I don't like when I have just these little remnants of kits left. It just kind of drives me a little crazy because then you don't have any paper that matches. Okay, let's do that. Let's put these 2 hearts down. Fortunately, the back side's not slick, so they should stick nicely. One like that. I do want these to look like Valentine's cards, but I don't need to make them extremely foo-foo. I don't know what the ratio mix is at the nursing home, male to female or anything like that. Okay, let's get that cloud up there. This is definitely a lot of patterns, right? It is a little blinding. We'll get that bird up there. Oh, I love that. I think that's really cute. Okay, so we'll move on. I'm going to try to do the rest of the 34 now I think I have to do. And then we'll come back with the 14 ones that I have left after that that I will need to figure out a design for. Okay, I'm going to show you all of the cards that I made for using Alicia over at Call Me Crafty Owl's sheet load of cards for this month, January 2023. And then I made a few with scraps, and I'll show you those also. And I'll show you what I have left over. I have just very, very little, hardly any paper at all left over. Now, there are 51. Somehow I've got 51 cards here. And so I'll just pick out my least favorite and not send it because there are some that I'm not crazy about. But you can see I tried to use up all the ephemera. I did a few puffy stickers. I did a few chipboard pieces like this love here. This one I think is missing something, so I may come back. I think I have a little flowers left, or I may take some sequins from my stash. I don't really, enamel dots maybe. I don't really love the sequins they sent with this kit. To me, they're more for a shaker card, not to put on the front of a card. They don't stay very well, the type that they sent. I mean, I love that. Isn't that cute? Okay, let me show you the insides, and they're all very similar. So I just did a Happy Valentine's. This is from an older set in my stash that's no longer available. And then I had some little hearts. Some of them I used the hearts that were, none of these, I guess, that were part of the stamp set. And I did the little key and the heart lock. And then I did some with the solid hearts, which I can't find them right now. But I did use some of the stamp set for that. That's about all I used it for. Okay, and here are the ones I made with scraps. And actually, this is a piece of the printed paper. It's the bicycle one, and I cut it wrong. Anyway, I flipped it, so. Some of them go this way, and I don't have insides to them yet because I stamped all the insides first, all 50 of them, and I did them long ways. I put them in my Misty and just did them all at once, all of the Happy Valentine's Day, and then add different things to each one. You know, there are a couple I'm not crazy about, and so maybe I'll go back and do a little bit more too, but most of them I think are cute. I used some of the chipboard frames here, and then that's a little puffy sticker. Like I said, I just kind of went through and tried to layer things, and I ended up pulling some punches. I had these in my stash. They're just little hearts. You could probably, if I find them somewhere, I will link to them, but you can, not that hard to find little heart punches. Unfortunately, some of the lower quality ones don't last as long as I would like. I pull them out and they're tearing my paper, but these did okay. Like this one, I'm not crazy about. So this may be the number 51 that doesn't go. I don't know. We'll see. And then I have a few extra insides because, like I said, I stamped 50 at once. Okay, so that's what I did, and let me show you what I have left here. Of course, I have the card bases and envelopes. There are 8 of those each because I didn't use those. I have some frames. This is what I have left for paper. This is it. Let me take that heart out of there. Just little scrap pieces. That's not a lot at all. And then I do have on here, I have this left. This left. I am donating to them some papers and stamp sets and things to the nursing home where I'm taking these 50 cards. I am donating them a big box of stuff. So I might just toss this in here. I don't know. Maybe not these puffy stickers because I kind of started liking them towards the end. Isn't that funny? But I may donate some of these other things. And here's what I have left for the ephemera. Not a lot. The birthday cakes or the cakes I had left, they just didn't really go. The holding hands, I have 1 rainbow left. I didn't use the cameras. I only used 1 of the record players. I just didn't use a lot of that kind of stuff that didn't seem very Valentine's. And I didn't use like the love you sentiments. So those may all get donated. I didn't use any of these. Like I said, these are more for shaker cards for me. Okay, oops, this is not where it should go. The stamp set, I used very little on the stamp set, but it is a cute stamp set, and I will probably keep it to myself. I did stamp out the pieces. The solid hearts didn't stamp as well. It really took a lot, like 4 times before it stamped, and that's after I did it for a while. But you can see, like, the musical notes turned out really well. I was worried about this, how thin it was, but it turned out really nice. All of the sentiments look good. Now, of course, you've realized I did not use this die yet, but I will keep it because it may be something that I want to use in the future. It didn't come in handy for these little mini slimline cards. But there are a lot of people on YouTube showing them putting these together. There's nothing tricky about them. They're very simple dies to put together. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I really appreciate it, and I hope if you have this kit, you got some ideas of what to do with it. Thank you, and happy crafting.